Right, we're going to take the belt off. There's 5 screws, 4 silver ones and 1 small one right at the back. So we're going to ease off the old tail, open it up, and then pull out the belt. And then it's just a case of gently prising the 2 halves apart. Watch out for the washers on the tail shaft. You don't want to lose any of those. Let's have a look. Right, so again, just loosen them off. You'll find it'll pop apart, and then remove the old belt. We can now put the new belt on. Don't get them mixed up. It's hard to count all those little teeth on the belt. Right, so put the belt on, obviously tooth side inside. Make sure it's not snagging on the tail case, so it's nice and straight, and then put the top back on. The easiest one to do to secure it is this very small one at the back. The other 4 can be left a little bit, so it gives you a bit of leeway when you come to put the tail boom back in. So just give that one a couple of turns. That'll stop it from pinging apart. Right. I'll just ease it up, ease the front open, and then we can slide into the tail. The next step, if you just feed the belt through your fingers so you've got it nice and straight, and then that's the way up it's going to go into the tail. So what we're going to do, we'll hold this, and we'll get it's actually the aerial wire tube, the spare one I had lying around. So we're just going to tape the belt onto the tube, and that'll allow it to push it through the tail boom without getting too many kinks and stuff in it, because we want it through nice and straight, and we only want the one turn in it. So something like a piece of wire, stiff wire or something like that, so you can push through the boom, and that makes it nice and easy to feed it through. There we go. So keep the tail in the position it's going to go, so the belt's nice and flat, and line it, pop it through the boom. Pull it through nice and easy. There we go. It's just long enough to pass through nicely. So pull it through and line it up so the tail will be on the right hand side of the tail boom. So, and the servo will be on the left hand side. So just ease the belt in, and then pull it through, and it'll just slowly pull it through. There's a fixing hole in the tail boom which is mounted to a little pin on the back of the tail assembly. Right, once you've got it through, check that it's not crossing too many times by just giving it a pull round. So if you pull the top so it'll be going clockwise around the main gear, the tail should move anti-clockwise upwards towards the rotor. You also at this stage you'll be able to feel if there's too many twists in, because you'll feel it click as the teeth pass over each other. So that's nice and free. What we want to do is hold it there. I find the best way to do this is a tie wrap or a piece of wire or something, just to pass it through the belt, and then this allows you to pass the stiffer part through the tail grip, through the belt guides. Just a pair of long nose pliers or something just to grip it and pull it out. There we go. So you keep it nice and straight, pull it through, pull the boom into the hole. Again, there's a guide slot and like a pin on the inside of the chassis. So once we get it in, slide it up. We want to put the new pulley on. There's a groove in the top of the pulley. I don't know if you can notice. I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see it there. There's a groove that goes to the top. That's where your retaining pin's going to sit in there. So what I'm going to do is feed the belt around the pulley. You may find it doesn't want to go all the way around. You just need to a blunt tool, something that's not going to sharpen, not going to damage the new belt, and then just you can push it from one side, feed it over the pulley. There we go. And we have the new belt around the pulley. Again, it's always wise to have a quick check to see if it is running the right way. See if you're getting too far in. Right, next step, we're going to drop the shaft back in. Now there's a small brass collar which goes underneath the pulley, between the pulley and the bottom bearing. Make sure you don't lose that. They tend to stick to the bearing with the grease that's on the bearing. So, but if you do see a small brass collar, that's where it goes. So just a little spacer. So right, we're going to put the pin through. Good camera shot there by me. Right, so that's the pin through, the tin pin's in. We're going to put the new gear, or the old gear back on. Just turn the shaft to line it up. Put the nut and bolt back in, secure it with some thread lock, and we'll be good to go. Right, so you want to just put a little bit of tension on the belt before you tighten up, but you can always adjust later, but it's just to stop it from slipping too much. So we'll just nip the belt, the tail grips back up. Right, so we should be good to go. What we need to do is refit the lower frame. Right, so the frame's fitted. We're going to check the direction of the tail rotor. So with the main gear moving clockwise, the tail should move clockwise from that position, or anti-clockwise if you're actually looking at it, but it should move upwards into the main